subscribe to Clip Farmers, and check us out all the time.
You didn't leave anything for me to say.
Oh. Okay, good. Welcome to Clip Farmers, everyone. I'm Don Lemon.
I'm Katia.
And I am John. What a great start.
Yes. Why didn't you say your last name? I said my last name.
Say it again.
No, I'm Don. But people call me Don Lemon. They don't just say Don.
And your fans call me Content John.
Yes, you are Content John.
I am Content John. Yeah.
I'm just Katia.
Just Katia. Just Katia, Content John, and Don Lemon. That's a pretty crazy trio, and I hope you guys get used to us because this is a new podcast. As Don said, it's called Clip Farmers, but what the hell is a clip farmer? Guys, this YVL, we're clip farming right now. Carti, answer our DMs, please.
No, what is it? I came up with that name. I don't even really know what it is. I thought it would be cool because you guys, like my social media team is like, the clip farmers do this and the clip, and I was like, that would be a good name for a podcast. Yeah, and it's with social folks, and here we are.
But
go ahead.
The clip farmer.
Do your thing.
A clip farmer, Don.
Yes, sir.
So there's clip farmers and clip farming. Clip farming would be what you just did right there with the YBLs. That's saying, hey, all you clippers out there, everyone editing, I got a viral clip right here for you.
All right.
That's that, right?
Yeah.
So that's a clip farmer, or that's clip farming. Clip farmers are the actual people.
Okay.
That recognize that clip and say, this is going to go viral. I'm going to stitch this together, throw it up on TikTok.
The editors.
The editors. Exactly.
You guys know I'm a boomer, right? So I'm just sitting here.
You're a boomer?
Yeah. Well, I'm not really a boomer, but you guys are.
I would have never guessed.
You call me boomer all the time in the chat. You're like, boomer.
Wait, the chat? What chat?
Our chat. So we're in a social media chat. Well, they're social media team, and we're on our text, and the name. Can I tell them the name of our name?
Tell them, man.
It's Skibbity Squad.
Skibbity Squad. And I believe that was you.
No.
You came up with that name?
Did I come up with Skibbity Squad?
That's impressive if you came up with that.
Producer Chris, what do you think?
I did. I came up with Skibbity Squad.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm good at coming up with names, but I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. You guys tell me to do shit, and I just do it.
You're good at coming up with the name, but you don't always know what it means.
No.
And that's okay, because that's where we come in.
I always do it, and I get in trouble. Like, the thing on the train with my phone. Where's my phone? My phone is right here. When I'm, like, knocking on the train door, and then I show people on the thing, and then people are like, they write stories saying, and Don Lemon has lost his fucking mind.
I gotta say shout out to all those pages that clip farmed for us, because man, did they help our socials, man.
They gotta do any work.
Yeah,
they just do it for you.
All you had to do was show a picture of a donkey from Shrek or something.
It was a donkey from Shrek.
I think we're gonna return to that in a little bit, actually. So hold your horses on that.
All right.
But
hold your donkeys on that.
Hold your donkeys on that, because I think it's time to debate a little silly topic here. I want to make this completely dedicated to you, Don.
Why?
Because
why do I have to be the center of attention? You guys are the clip farmers. Because I'm not really clip farmers, but
because I'm trying to clip farm you right now.
All right, go on.
Don, Lunchly or Lunchables?
Ooh.
I let the beast out.
I gotta say, no, man. Do I have to do this?
Wait,
Yes.
I don't even know what Lunchly is. I mean, obviously I know what Lunchables are, but what's Lunchly?
Wow.
Lunchly is that's one of the Paul's things, right? Is it Logan or?
Actually, I'm pretty thirsty right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. I'd have to say Lunchables. I like the Lunchly, but
right after I took the sip, you say Lunchables.
I mean Lunchly.
There you go.
Tell them the prime drink is in the. But I guess if you know that, you know.
If you know, you know. If you're a real clip
If you
farmer, we're gonna have our subreddit pretty soon. Just wait on it.
All right.
So, yeah, it's gonna be good. And next one, Don, I'm actually interested for you. TikTok or Instagram? I want to hear why too.
Oh, ooh.
For you specifically.
That's a good one. For me specifically. I think you might be surprised by this. It's TikTok now. I still love Instagram, but I like the TikTok. And my sister, who is like older than me, she's in her 60s. She's been telling me for years to get on TikTok, and I'm like, I can't. It's the Chinese government and blah blah blah, and I don't have time for that. And she's like addicted, and so now she was right. You guys, yeah, I love TikTok.
I feel like on Instagram, you either reach the people that love you or hate you. There is no middle
The
ground.
comment sections on Instagram are way more brutal, I think.
Yes.
People on TikTok are a little nicer.
And people on TikTok too, I feel like that whether it be the algorithm or something else, it just like it leads you to people that want to watch you and hear what you have to say.
Wait, you think that Instagram they're nicer on TikTok?
They're nicer on
They're
TikTok.
nicer on TikTok.
Yeah.
Have you read my comments?
I have. I've read it all.
Are they nicer on TikTok or Instagram?
I mean,
TikTok.
this is like
Yeah, Reels, they're so mean on Reels. Like, they're unforgiving on Reels.
on Reels has this, and this is for some. This is a real internet brain rot culture. The comments on Reels are abhorrent at best,
Right.
and completely illegal at worst.
Well, you know how you'll see like a cringy TikTok, and then in the comments on TikTok, people will literally be like, post this on Reels. You know,
Yep.
it's like they know
Yeah.
the comments are
It's
gonna be worse.
it's like it's a call out of like, this is cringe.
Yeah.
Post this on Reels and you'll get.
Yeah, but I kind of like. I mean, look, the haters help your algorithm. I think
That's
they're
true.
contributing to. So, you know, I notice like when I let the hate, like I have when I do the lives on TikTok, like I do my live show, and then I don't know if you will simulcast or whatever, but I do it on TikTok as well, and I tell the moderators to not like moderate so hard on the haters, because the haters increase the traffic and the
Yeah.
content, and you know, as long as they're not gross or disgusting, I don't give a fuck.
So then, do you believe like all publicity is good publicity?
Yes and no. I do. I think there are some things
To an extent.
To an extent, but for the most part, yeah, I do believe that all publicity is good. But I mean, look at the president.
Yeah.
He like takes over the news cycle all the time, and it's
Yeah.
about a lot of cringy bullshit. And I figure like, how bad can a news story be about you when our president is literally a convicted criminal? That's all
Did
I
that
have.
kind of go in, like for you, did that play into it all, you being more open with your content and kind of willing to do the crazier man on the street and just elevating it in the way you did? Did that kind of feed into it for you?
What do you mean?
Seeing the president, seeing somebody, it's like you can get attention in some disgusting ways, so why not have fun with it?
No, because I don't seek attention in a disgusting way. What I'm just trying to reach audiences, and I'm just trying to be myself. And so it's fun. I don't even know if I started out with the thing because I started doing Man on the Street with you guys, right? Respective. And but I don't even know if it started out that way. I think we wanted to like do maybe even more serious things, and then all of a sudden we realized like, this shit is good. And we went to the convention and started hitting. And see, I learned that from you guys. It was hitting.
That's the content that hits.
Yeah. And it was kind of crazy because remember when we got to the convention and everybody started inviting us on their show, like every, Fox News like wanted us to come, and we're like, I think we're on to something.
We made it up to the box seats, man.
Tell me about it.
That was incredible.
Shit.
Who was the coolest person you saw at the DNC?
Besides me?
Besides you. Besides looking in the mirror, what was the coolest person you saw?
You mean saw or like actually interacted with?
Interacted.
We thought at the time like he had a lot of aura.
We did.
Gavin.
Mr. Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, but now he's like, look, I don't mind that he like talks to Charlie Kirk or Steve Bannon, but I
mind. Aura depletion.
Really?
Yeah.
But what if he like really challenges him?
Well, he won't, and he didn't.
He
on
didn't.
that podcast, he's like, oh, my son loves you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that sucked, Gavin. And
Yeah.
I liked you.
Gavin, watch the TV show Adolescence with your family, pretty please. Very important.
And besides him, I mean, dude, we were in a suite with who? Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's got good aura too.
Dave Chappelle, Joakim Noah was in there, former Chicago Bull,
Yep.
Florida Gator.
Yup.
That was pretty legendary for me as a Chicago Bulls, Derrick Rose era fan. That was my favorite person that I saw there. But the DNC, let's get into this.
Did you think that was it? You had not hung out with me that much before the DNC, had you?
No, not a ton.
That
Didn't
was,
it
like,
feel
your
like
first
I was
time.
like running for office there?
Oh my
It was kind
God.
of crazy, right?
Yeah, it was. It clued me into like, obviously I was like, okay, Don's a celebrity in this space. It's like a rapper pulling up to a Rolling Loud or something like that. That's my reference
20
point.
videographers,
Yeah.
30 photographers.
You're
in
like
your
you're like
face.
Fetty Wap at Rolling Loud in like 2018 or something, you know?
Okay.
You get that reference?
No, I know Fetty Wap, but I don't know what a Rolling Loud
Exactly.
is. I have no idea.
You don't know what
Exactly.
Rolling Loud is?
Really?
No.
What?
I thought you said Rolling Out. I knew what Rolling Out magazine is.
Rolling Loud.
I have no idea.
Never
what
heard
that
of
is.
it.
Never.
That's where I like.
He is a boomer.
That's why I said
we
I'm
all.
boomer.
He is a boomer.
What is Rolling Loud?
It's a hip hop festival. We're actually.
Wait, I wanted him to guess what he thought it might be.
I actually thought it might be something like that. Like it's kind of like Coachella, but for kind of something similar.
I mean, you're on a good path. But actually, a good friend of Rolling Loud is Mr. YBL himself, Playboi Carti.
Oh,
He's
Carti.
at the last Rolling Loud.
Dude, I saw this thing of Carti. I didn't know, like, you guys got me listening to Carti's music, and I like it. But there's some, like, he does some crazy photo shoots. Like,
What do you mean?
What photo shoot have you seen that's crazy?
well, he's got like where he's got his pants are like hanging down, like, or it's like,
That's the style, man.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's like down, and you could see like
to his
junk
knees.
and stuff.
You can see his junk. There's a Cardi
I
leak.
think so.
There's a
And then
Cardi
there's
leak?
one, isn't he wearing like chaps or something? Or like a...
I have not seen this photo. Have you seen this photo?
Yeah.
He had in New York last year.
Yeah,
I think
he had some
a
crazy
little bit
shit.
of a onesie
Can I look?
on.
Yeah, there was a onesie.
Yeah, can we-
I'm gonna see.
We'll
Go-
put it on the screen. We'll put it on the screen.
All right, put it.
You
Yeah,
know, like-
I thought I saw some pretty, and I'm like, so were they just? I had no idea.
I
I
think
had no idea.
he's a fashionable dude.
Yeah.
It's all right. I just was shocked, but I liked it. I liked the openness. When I was coming along, back in my day, which is not that long ago, I'm not a boomer actually, but like people are really, really open with, much more open with nudity, and also sort of, we would call it, unisex or whatever, but just sort of gender bending. I think that's coming back because back in the '80s. There was David Bowie and Iggy Pop, and a lot of those people. They were sort of, they were gender benders. They played a lot with gender, and now it went out for a while, and now it's coming back, and so it's cool. But I think even people now are freer with the nudity part of it. They don't care about
Yeah.
100%, especially
say
with
so.
Cardi. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Well, I haven't seen him nude, but
Well, I think I know what picture you're talking about, and it's an unfortunate paparazzi angle picture is essentially what it is. But I totally agree with what you're saying, and I think people don't look at that of like looking at a Playboi Carti, look at him in the same way as you look at in the light of like David Bowie, of like someone who is kind of taking from a bunch of different spaces and making their own thing out of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I view Carti as doing, and obviously he catches a lot of like the reason you saw that picture of him is because he catches a lot of flack for it online, and that
I thought
openness.
I thought it was cool. I'm not like hating on it.
Oh
or
no,
anything.
no.
I think it's cool.
I think it's
But when you guys said you should listen to Cardi, initially I was like, well, I do listen to Cardi B. I had no idea.
I think I remember this. Yeah.
You're
And I
like,
was
no,
like,
Playboi Carti.
so
I'm
you're
like,
close.
oh.
You're almost there.
Yeah.
I think my mom said the same thing when I first mentioned Cardi.
Yeah.
I was like, I took pictures of Playboi Carti. She's like, Cardi B? I'm like, why? How do you know who Cardi B is?
she's really mainstream.
Yeah, no, she is. But what we were going to, how do we go from DNC to Cardi? We went there pretty fast. And that is the essence of Clip Farmers, guys. We got from DNC to Cardi in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's beautiful. But going through the DNC, myself, you, and Chris over here, I think we came out of it and kind of had, like, opinions about it,
About the DNC?
About the DNC, about our road trip, and I'm curious to ask you, Don.
Yes, sir.
Is it cringe, the DNC right now?
You mean the convention? Oh, you mean the party?
I mean the glamour and glitz of it all. The whole
party
thing.
B? Wait, you mean the DNC convention itself or the party, the Democratic National Committee? You mean
the one that we were at?
The convention. Okay. No, I don't think it's cringy. You mean looking back and seeing what happened? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Was there too much patting themselves on the back? Was there not enough confrontation of what the issues are?
I think it was a little too, honestly, celebrity-driven. And I think it could have been. But I was great. I mean, remember we were there and the guy's on the middle of the floor, turn down for what? Didn't we talk to that guy afterwards? Yeah, I know. I know it is.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
yes.
But then we interviewed him right after, right? Mm-hmm. After he got off the floor.
Didn't they have Megan Thee Stallion perform?
That was at a Kamala
thing.
rally.
Oh,
but
not
that
at
was
the
someone
DNC.
that was Was that clip farming? Getting that clip everywhere? I mean,
Which one?
the clip of Megan Thee Stallion performing at one of Kamala's rallies.
Yeah. I just think that they should have. I thought the convention was good, actually. I thought it was really good. I thought the speakers were amazing. But I probably would have done fewer, maybe celebrities. But I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it cringe?
That's the ultimate question.
No, I don't think it's cringe. I don't think it's cringe.
I'm torn.
You think it's cringe? Why?
I think it's cringe because it felt like a lot of the issues that were floating in the air for Democrats, progressives around that time were purposely not addressed, and that left a lot of people confused and angry because they're like, okay, I don't want to vote for Trump, but I also don't want to vote for this party. I think it imploded on itself, essentially.
So if they had leaned into the progressive part or wing of their party, you think they would have done better?
100%.
I think that's what Bernie and AOC are doing now.
I agree.
That's what they've uncovered.
They're not holding back.
Maybe you might be right about that, but I don't know if it's cringe. I just think it was short-sighted. Yeah, they were a little myopic.
Definitely.
In their view.
Like they could have gone harder on the more important issues.
Exactly.
Like what? What are your issues?
I mean, I think Gaza is the main one of like that was. I mean, even walking into the DNC, we saw like protests outside and everything, and just like seeing that issue so clear, and it's like.
It's weird because, that is a huge issue for young people. Look at where the biggest disturbances were. The turbulence, like it was on college campuses, right? And remember, a lot of college, not a lot of, but a number of college presidents got fired, right? Let go, or had to resign, forced to resign after that. Why is that such a big issue for young people?
I think it's a big issue because it's something that you're essentially, let's take you for example. You operate independently now. People turn to you for news and they see you as a valid source, which you are. And I think people were seeing a lot of stuff on social media that wasn't being reported on the news. And they were saying, why isn't this being shared or talked about? Why am I only seeing independent journalists like Hassan and people like that? Why am I only seeing these people talk about it? And I think that was kind of like what ignited it all of like mainstream news coverage is not showing this.
Well, a couple things. I agree with you. When I was out there, I would go to NYU and Columbia, but mostly NYU, and I would try to talk to people. And initially they were like, they still identified me with, legacy news. And then they realized like, oh, wait, he's not. And then finally they started opening up to me, but they did not trust me in the beginning. And the second part is I think that people who are older think that you guys, young folks, don't have a sort of sense of history, and a direct comparison to many people, to the civil rights movement and to black people in America it's apples and oranges. It's not the same thing, but it's kind of the same thing, and people want to put it in the same category, and if you don't see it that way, then you're bad and whatever. So I understand the nuances of all of it. But I see why older people may feel a certain way about it, why black people may feel a certain way about it, and why younger people feel a certain way about it. But I do like that younger people are getting engaged and are forcing our politicians to pay attention, and that will possibly make change in our government. The question is, I hate to take over the whole thing, but why do we give so much money to Israel, right? And I think that's a fair question to ask. And why are Palestinian students being gathered up and deported with no due process and no evidence that they have any connection to any sort of.
You got Joe Rogan worried out here?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but it's a little late for Joe Rogan. Come on.
I think it's more than a little late.
Come on, Joe. You didn't know what your president was
a little too late.
I know, too little too late. But speaking of too little too late, and people that are in some hot water right now.
Uh-oh.
Tea time, baby. Let's get those nails going. Woo! Nails, yeah.
Okay.
Tea time.
What is a tea time? Are we spilling tea? Is that what it is?
Oh, we're just spilling tea about people that are in hot water right now. Let's start off hot with country star Morgan Wallen, who acted like a baby at SNL. And apparently, from his team's perspective, it seems like you have to go to SNL. and play along.
Because he walked off without like staying on stage and like saying goodbye to everyone.
And he declined to like sing as part of a skit, and they brought in like Joe Jonas to do it. And and like Kenan Thompson came out and was like, I didn't like kind of what he said about the God's country thing, leaving. Do you know about this? He showed.
No, I do know about it. I haven't read all the comments.
I mean, a lot of it's gossip.
But
right
if you got like Kenan, I heard that like the cast members were like over him. Is that true? They were like,
come on. I mean, look at it's the tough country dude and all the theater kids. Of course, they're not going to get along. But can you at least try, Morgan?
No, but most of those guys, like Kenan, is like the nicest person you ever want to meet. And usually, when I meet someone who's on SNL on that thing on a cast member, they're usually really nice people because once you get to that level, you're very grateful, right? And so you're like, hey, I'm here. I have no reason to be an asshole anymore at all. But This is not the first thing. I mean, should we be surprised? Doesn't he have other incidences that are
This is like number 6 in the past few years.
What the fuck? Why are they surprised? Why did they invite him on with that history? Why do we give people...
That's my question.
Why do we give so many people so many chances and, you don't...
So you think Morgan Wallen should be canceled?
No, I'm not saying it should be canceled, but SNL can't say... oh my God, it was a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise to them. I don't think it should be canceled. I don't believe in canceling people.
Okay.
All right, Morgan Wallen.
You guys are the young folks you guys love to cancel people.
Cancel button pushed.
You want to cancel?
Sorry, Morgan.
All right.
You're out.
All right.
On to the next one. Talk to a girl. She's back.
Wait, why is she
Talk to
in
a
hot
girl
water?
is back, baby.
Why is she in hot water?
Well, she was in hot water. She had I believe it was an investigation from the SEC. Or whoever it is that looks over the crypto stuff because she scammed a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah.
She's scamming people?
Yeah, but they were like, they didn't find any fraud. Quite magical. And so she's back.
Wait, you think that's real? She's just like a small town girl. Like, how would she know how to scam people,
She is clip farming us right now. The fact that we're talking about this.
Yeah.
So shout out to Haley Welch, talked to scammed all those people. That's pretty impressive, getting away with it. All right, let's move on.
I don't know anything about this. I have never seen her podcast. Does she have a podcast?
Canceled or not canceled?
Who talked to her? I don't know enough about her to whatever. I'm not.
So we'll let her slide.
Canceled.
It's kind of
on to the next one.
Okay.
All right, Drake.
Say
I
Drake.
need a one dance.
I hear you like I'm young.
Say it. Finish it.
You better not ever go to Cell Block
1.
I always say you better not ever go on Air Force One.
Are we making
that would be for Ye though. Ye. Is it Ye or Ye? Ye.
Yeet.
Ye or Ye?
Well, isn't it Ye because of Kanye?
Yeah.
It would be Kanye.
But yay or yeet?
Oh, I said Ye. I think I said, I don't remember, but it's Kanye.
Well, in your clapback, you said Yay, Ye, whatever your name is.
I was saying yeet.
You said Yeet?
I was saying yeet with the
Do you know who Yeet is?
No.
No.
He's kind of like a Playboi Carti-esque artist.
Yeah.
He's like a white Russian dude, though.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
He's got mad aura, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I was at Rolling Loud. I was like right next to him and like aura.
Yeah, he does have good aura. I took a picture of him.
Yeah, that's right. You were up there with me in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Rolling Loud.
Okay.
He's like...
Yeah. And Playboi Carti was like, where's Don Lemon?
Yeah, he was looking for you.
Yeah. So cancel.
So Drake's in Cell Block 1.
So what do you think?
He's
What's wrong? Why is Drake on the hot seat or whatever?
Because like he got owned in a rap diss and then he went to the courts immediately.
Oh, but come on, we knew that.
Did we?
Well, I mean, yeah.
That is not in the spirit of the game.
Yes,
it's over for him.
But yes, that was a little weird. Like, it's like I'm gonna tell my mama, like, Mom.
No, literally.
Yeah, but wasn't he in like Australia or he's touring and he's like owning it? He's wearing like bullet.
Well, he canceled the rest of the tour.
In it. He canceled?
Yeah, well, he did that and then he canceled the rest of the tour.
Why? Because he's getting so much shit.
Well, they said there's like scheduling conflicts, and I'm like, scheduling conflicts with what? This is your career.
He showed at WWE, right?
Yeah, he like popped out at WWE.
Like, that was his scheduling conflict.
Yeah, but wasn't he selling out arenas still?
In Australia.
Yeah.
Take that.
So do you think he's canceled?
I don't think I agree with you. I don't really think canceling is like a real thing, but like I think that he will absolutely sell tickets in the U.S., but that public perception and that cloud over him is never going away.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not saying cancel. What the kids say is, do you think Kendrick ended him?
100%. Katia?
Fully ended him? I don't know. I
Not
feel like
fully
he's reached
ended.
that level where like he can never be fully canceled.
And you can't fully end a
but
capitalist rapper. A rapper that is out here to sell you records, you can't cancel someone like
capitalist rapper's crazy.
I mean, he kind of is.
yeah.
When you think about he's got some good hits, man.
Oh no, look, dude.
Definitely.
I love Drake as an artist. Like, there's albums he has. If you're reading this, is too late. I think that's a fantastic record, and I think he says I feel that album was written by somebody that cares.
Yeah.
And then he drops this newest album he does with Party Next Door, and I'm just like, I don't care.
The new album isn't good.
Oh,
I thought it
it's
was
so-
selling, no?
Honestly, I haven't really listened to it.
I already don't like R&B Drake as it is, and so that's just like a me thing. But it is a snooze fest.
Oof.
That's the biggest issue. It's not exciting.
Can you imagine though? Can you imagine being Drake? You come out, you do a diss or whatever, and then everyone's like, "Oh, Kendrick got you." And then the song becomes the #1 song, and like, doesn't it become like a record of the year? You win a Grammy for it, and then it's like one of the highest selling records of the year, and then you go to the Super Bowl, and then it's like the most memed thing on the internet. Everybody's doing that.
You know what I do? You know what I do in that situation?
Yeah, that's
I
rough.
don't write that shitty diss record to begin with and drop it.
Okay, but just imagine though. I mean, that's world class shade, and I don't even know what to call
He
it.
slipped him on a banana peel in front of the entire class 5 times in a row,
Yeah, that was oof.
and then crawled out of the building. Like,
Yeah, and then for at the end to go game over. It's like, oof.
yeah, it's.
I would imagine he's not in a good headspace right now.
No, I don't think he is too.
And I'm not like hating on him. I just say I would not.
I wouldn't
be. It would be tough to be Drake right now.
I'm hating. I love
I
hating.
hope he's got some good friends. For real.
I don't know about that. Well, he's got one friend that's
certified
boy.
Well, he
lover
said
boy,
it.
certified. Wop 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 wop.
Wow. Thanks, Don. All right, next one. This is a very exciting one where we actually get to include producer Chris in here.
Do you get to come in?
Don
Where's
on the
your
hot
microphone?
seat. Don on the
I'm
hot
gonna just go right
seat.
next to you. So basically, here, explain what we're gonna do.
So, Don, we are essentially going to show you something that we want you to react to. It's gonna be a picture.
Oh my
It's gonna be a meme. It might be a blast from the past.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
All right, I'm coming in. Okay.
Producer Chris,
So
welcome.
You're gonna
Welcome to the
swipe
pod.
through these. You have 1 minute, and we just want to hear your reaction.
1 minute
You
to
have 1
each.
minute to just
Okay.
start going through it. Okay.
And I just say, okay.
What's on your mind? And
Here's
go.
4 TikTok dances that you can do to help fight terrorists. This is why I didn't want to get on TikTok in the first place, because I thought it was just dancing people with no.
But
which
they're
way
so
do I go?
brave.
Do I go that way?
Just keep going. Yeah, whatever.
Wisconsin hurt.
Whoa.
Wow, that I
love that I can't see these.
Yeah, I can't say that. This dude on the right is scary. Damn.
Explain, like, go
Oh,
into detail
explain.
when you're
It's what's his name? What's the dude? Cruz, Terry Crews, and then at the top, and then it's what's his name?
Luke
What's his dude's
Wilson.
name?
It's
Luke Wilson.
It's Luke Wilson, yeah, but
It's
what's the
from
guy at the bottom?
Idiocracy.
What's this guy? What's this guy?
I can't see it.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, yeah.
Bro, why is he?
We just want to hear your comments
Okay.
on it, though. Like, explain, like.
Okay,
what do
so this is whatever. I just feel like, why is Kid Rock in the Oval Office? It's like it's as bad. It's the white version of having Kanye West in the Oval Office.
Ooh, that's my spot.
Oh,
Oh, that's our
Popeyes,
time.
Checkers, Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts.
I go to that Dunkin'
Shit,
sometimes.
Popeyes.
Wait, explain this. Like, what?
Yeah,
you know
what's so
this is-
special
Yes,
about
this
it?
is like really
seen
important.
this
The
before,
Holy
Dawn?
Trinity.
Yeah, but this is when you get off the subway. Where is this? Harlem?
No.
Where is it?
It's in like Bed-Stuy.
Oh, yeah, Brooklyn.
I go to this Dunkin'.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
That's like a holy trilogy.
Brooklyn is far.
Yeah, we hear that a lot from Don. I'm moving to Brooklyn. He's like, Brooklyn's far.
All right, keep going.
I'm like,
keep
so
going.
is
Okay.
Chicago.
This fucking thing got me in trouble. People think I'm nuts because of this fucking
wait,
donkey.
explain what happened.
It's the blue donkey
You
or
were knocking
whatever.
on the-
It's
we-
knocking on doors. Oh my God!
Wait.
Blast from the past.
Oh my
This
God.
is-
No, I thought that was AI.
No, this is really me with Donald Trump.
Look at the Disney Channel.
This is us at Trump Tower during the holidays. I did an interview with
Not
him.
me
You're
thinking that was
watching Disney
fake.
Channel.
And you're watching the Disney Channel.
The wine thingy.
Yeah. I don't.
You don't know who
I've
that is?
seen this dude. You know why I've seen this dude?
Where?
Someone said.
Where?
No, I saw this dude, and the dude. They said like somebody's closing is going out of business, and people are going to be fired.
Yeah,
what is that?
That's No Jumper.
No
It's
Jumper.
a
I've seen
media
him.
broadcast.
Yeah, I flip through sometimes if ever I watch like linear TV, and I'm like, oh, Cory Booker. Cory's the man.
Shouts out Cory.
Aura. And he changed. Shout out to Cory. He changed like how Democrats and non-people who don't like Donald Trump feel about the opposition or fighting back. And I think he also changed the course of his career.
Hey, Cory,
Amazing.
welcome to the squad.
Hey,
Thank you, Cory. Thank you.
you guys, I did not want to get myself in trouble on that one. That's fucked up.
I liked.
That's fucked
It's
up.
a fake picture.
It's
Is it
photoshopped.
We think it is the Island Boys.
Did they do it like,
Island
on purpose?
Boys. Of
Did
course
they
they
make
do
them
it.
look
on-
like aliens
Have
on
you
purpose?
seen ask him about the Island Boys and how
Dude,
they kiss.
the Island Boys, they're like
Oh.
brothers, and they're so desperate to clip farm for content that they've like kissed each other on camera.
Like actually, they actually
Yeah.
kissed.
Oh, wait, I've seen those guys.
This
They've done.
guy.
Wait. I think I've seen those guys. Those guys have done more than kiss each other on camera.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I-
They do porn together, don't they?
Shut up.
Why are you asking me?
They do?
No, I think. Do they? I think
I
they
cannot
stop
confirm
together.
nor
That's
deny
not
this.
right. That's not right.
They have an OnlyFans.
That's
I-
not right.
They did.
Allegedly, reportedly, keep that in there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Island Boys.
Yeah,
If
I
you
don't
wanna come talk about it on the podcast, please.
Anyways,
DM
I don't
us.
know. That may not be right. And if it's not,
Okay.
I apologize. I take it back.
All right, we're gonna play a quick game of Smash or Pass.
Okay.
But it's not people. It's like media.
Oh, okay.
So we won't get you in too much trouble.
John, pass.
Take your move.
You wouldn't smash yourself?
You're both gonna play.
Quick, quick.
All right, y'all. TV shows. White Lotus.
Smash.
Smash.
Do you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm saving it.
So good.
I've watched the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
And I'm just
Okay.
waiting. I'm just waiting for
Okay.
some time. To,
Patrick Schwarzenegger's so good.
Is he really?
Always my favorite part
Did you
of
see
the
the
show.
Schwarzenegger thing? Speaking of like cringe or whatever, did you see the moment that he realized he got the role on? He's getting criticized for that. People are like, of course you're gonna get the role. You're like,
Oh, he thinks he's
Schwarzenegger.
not a nepo kid. It's very funny.
Yeah.
He complains about it,
Yeah,
regardless.
I haven't seen it.
All right, so we are smashing White Lotus. Smash. Club Random.
I fuck with it.
Okay.
Smash.
Do you know what that is, Katia?
I don't. What is
Bill
it?
Maher's podcast.
Don't know who that is.
Smash.
She's gonna pass. And
I'll
she's gotta
pass. I'll
'cause she
pass.
doesn't know.
All right.
Is Club Random a boomer? It's kind of boomery, right?
I think we just found out it was a boomery. 'Cause
Yeah.
Katia's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, what'd you call me?
What is
Yeah.
that?
Club Random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clip Farmers.
Smash.
Smash.
I don't know. Maybe pass after this episode, but keep going.
No, definitely smash.
Definitely smash. Definitely smash. Minecraft movie.
I have no idea what that is.
Pass.
I think we're passing.
I'm gonna pass.
Sorry, Jack Black. Snow White.
I heard
I have
that
no idea what that is.
bombed the box office apparently. So
Don
I'm a
doesn't know what
pass.
Snow White is.
Pass.
I know what Snow White is, but if there's like a new movie, I have no idea.
All right, and let's
Pass.
move on to an even more exciting category. I'm not even going to tell you what the category is. I'm just going to. Fox News.
Is that smash or pass?
I'm asking you.
It's weird. I'm gonna smash it because it's so fucking ridiculous that you can sit there and watch it. It's like, especially if you're high, you're like, these fucking people
Like it's
are crazy.
entertaining. Yeah.
See, I feel
can't
like if
believe
I
said
watch
that.
it high, I just like get really scared because Tucker's staring through my brain.
Tucker's not there anymore.
See, that just shows that I'm not smashing because I don't know what the hell's going on here. I did like when he talked about the green M&M. He was like calling her curvy and shit.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. All right, but he's the first one. Isn't he one? Wasn't he on the to get sun on your balls thing?
What?
Yeah.
Get what on my hump?
I think he was at the beginning of. He kind of started the trend or talked about it that you have to get sun on your testicles and it's supposed to help your manhood and make you
Sun?
healthier.
As in like sunlight?
Yeah, as
Like
in
vitamin
UV
D.
rays. Yeah, vitamin D.
So is he just like sitting like with his balls out at his penthouse?
I don't know.
All right, let's move on. ABC
ABC Network or ABC what?
News.
Oh. Look.
A pass doesn't necessarily have to be a mean thing.
It's not a mean thing. It's just that I appreciate everybody there and they're journalists, but I don't watch it, so I'm gonna pass. I just don't.
Okay.
I don't
Pass.
watch a lot of traditional TV anymore.
You
I
feel
used
like
to at one point. I did.
I am
At
kind
one point, it would have been a smash.
Okay.
I don't have a TV.
See, that's what I'm saying.
This is perfect. OAN. One America News.
They're not even that funny. I'm gonna pass.
I was gonna say they're not. They're not. It's so dumb.
Yeah, like Fox News is comedy. Like it is just
Fox News. At least they try. Like they the way they shoot Trump is in different colors than other broadcasts. Like if you look at theirs, he's like a little bit less orange. Yeah. Because as the way you should do it, the other network exposed for the American flag in the background and not the orange person at the front of it.
The thing that makes Fox News smash is because it's like opposite day. Everything that's bad that happens to Donald Trump or a Republican, they just flip it and make it good. Like the signal thing. They're like, aren't you happy that you have people who are willing to be willing to have faults and engage and talk to each other, everyone working together?
That's crazy.
And that guy should have kicked himself, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everything is opposite day.
Aren't you glad your constituents suck
Yeah,
and don't know
seriously.
how to do anything? Okay, so that was our Smash or Pass. That was actually pretty fun.
That's good.
I like that one. And now this is going to be a really quick one. Don, do you know these brain rot terms? And Katia as well.
Brain rot terms today. Ba, 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 ba. We got to get music.
That's our theme song. We'll make some out of that. All right, first one. Huzz. H-U-Z-Z. Huzz.
I am aware of what this term
H-U-Z-Z.
means.
Is that like a husband material or a huzzy?
Flip it.
Not husband material.
Not husband.
Flip gender.
It's a wifey material?
I got the huzz coming over. The huzz are about to pull up.
Oh, the Huzz are here. I'll bring my bruz
Where the
with
Huzz
me.
and bruz.
Yeah.
So the huzz is the wife or the girl or the chick?
Well,
It's
yeah.
a plural term for women. Huzz.
Yeah.
Or
Huzz.
honestly, it could be for
If you
men.
call
It could
me,
be for men
if
too.
you call me the Huzz, Don, I'm fine with that.
Huzz.
Okay. I thought it was huzz from husband. All right.
That's it. Context clues are useful in everything else but brain rot terms, unfortunately. Mogging.
I'm not gonna
Is
lie.
that mewing? Is that mewing or mogging?
Mogging? Fuck, I don't know if I know this one. Mogging. I have to think
It's-
about this one. Mogging. Is it like making fun of someone?
Mogging is in mewing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like put them together. When I think of like a mew, I think of like it's kind of like stretching your jaw, like sucking in your cheeks.
But isn't that over?
Mewing?
Isn't that kind of?
But mewing's not the same thing as mogging.
Rizzler's still around.
Is it kind of like 5 years ago or 5 months ago? Mogging and
Dude,
mewing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, a little to a certain extent, yes, but nothing for me has like replaced it so much.
That's your bone.
Phantom tax.
Phantom tax.
Phantom. F-A-N-U-M.
Don, you got this one.
Oh, phantom, not phantom. Phantom tax.
Correct.
Oh, something about a fan. No.
It's basically I'll tell you. It's this streamer who phantom taxes his friend and takes a piece of food off his plate every time he orders food. So if phantom taxes, you get the what's your favorite place?
What besides Popeyes?
I was hoping you would say Popeyes. I take the biscuit. That's phantom tax.
Okay, so, all right, got it.
So you got phantom tax. I know, pretty revolutionary stuff over here.
All right.
Gyat.
Oh, you know this one.
God, I know that.
Yeah.
God.
You've got to be kidding me, Don.
Yeah.
I've heard it, but I don't know.
It kind of has a few uses. I think.
Is
Yeah.
it like you got to be kidding?
I
me?
use it as a noun.
Yes. It's a noun and a verb. Kind of.
Is it like some shit that you got?
I like that. We're gonna switch the definition to that. I like that.
Okay. What is it actually?
It's a butt.
A big butt.
A big butt.
Big
A
butt.
really nice
A
big
gyat.
Yeah.
A gyat.
Instead of a dump truck.
And Don,
You're dumpy.
you know, we're kind of reaching a point now. This has been a crazy, crazy podcast. I honestly don't want it to end. I don't know how you guys feel. This is like so much fun, but
Amazing.
yeah. But we can't forget about the name of the podcast, Clip Farmers, right?
Okay.
And you have Clip Farmers.
I do.
You have, yes.
Who are your clip farmers? Who's my
No, I'm
clip
saying
farmer?
you have people that clip farm for you.
Oh,
people
yes,
that-
yes.
The
okay.
edit content for
Yeah.
your
Oh, yeah.
social
And,
media.
All right.
Do you like know the Clip Farmers personally?
No.
No.
You
No.
don't know who edits all your content that like goes on your page?
No, I thought you meant the people who take my stuff, clip it on the internet.
No,
like, the
for
person-
you.
Yeah, the person that like edits your show clips for.
Yeah,
us
for
and
your
everything.
social.
No, but I'm guessing it's someone here. Is it you?
Check us out. It's me. It's
That's
me.
her clip farmer. She clipped.
Yes.
Nice.
Fist bump, fist bump, fist
It's
bump.
me.
You're my clip farmer.
Yep. It's been me
Nice.
this whole time.
I figured it's not you because you don't work.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, it's me.
He just wants me to do all the work. He's like, I need a clip on this. I need a reaction.
I create
need
all
a
those viral
stitch."
moments for you.
Thank you very much.
I got you.
Katia.
I don't do shit.
Katia. You cut
Gyatsia.
out all
He
the
said
good
gyatsia.
stuff. You cut out all the good stuff. Like there's a reason when I say,
You keep it.
say Joe, you pick it up like after I've done.
Dog.
There's a reason I'm turning my head.
No. This is what I do. I take what you have. Like I see that pause and I'm like, oh, let me eliminate that and just put a cut in, and it does the same thing.
All right, but when I go, say Drake, like I want the head turn.
You edit a little bit.
I edit. Yes, I edit Don's content. I take a lot of his photos. Myself alongside Chris, send him. We help come up with stuff to talk about, stories, things like that, and yeah. I think that's a 2 thumbs up. But this has been Clip Farmers. I'm John Cotter.
I'm Katia.
I'm Gyat. I'm Don Lemon.
And that's Gyat Don Lemon. Episode 1 is done. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Woo-hoo. Hey, everybody, make sure you hit the bells, like, subscribe to Clip Farmers.